If the Big Bang Theory is true, then I would like to know what exploded and where did it come from and where did the energy come from and where did the space come from for the matter to expand into and where did the organization come from and where did the information come from. There's a whole host of questions that are a whole lot harder for you to answer than in the beginning God. Where's information come from? This universe is not just random molecules circulating around. I mean, it carries information. Just like a book is so much more than ink on a paper. It carries information. And the DNA is more than just chemicals. It's information. So the evolutionist never answers the question, where did this information come from? Where did the energy come from? Where did the matter itself come from? And you gripe about my belief. I believe by faith in the beginning God. I know, I admit I don't understand that. But you believe hundreds of things by faith. You don't even understand that you're believing by faith. You think matter is either eternal or can create itself. What's the two choices? How did matter get here? The world is here. Where did the matter come from? Did it just have imagination? Or it had a beginning? Or matter is eternal, which is both of the second two options are in violation of the obvious laws of thermodynamics. Matter doesn't create itself. And everything degrades over time. So either it had a beginning or it didn't. If it had a beginning, then what was before the beginning? I mean, there's so many thousands of things you take by faith. I say in the beginning God, and you say, well, this matter somehow either was always here or created itself. And then this matter somehow became alive. And then this first living thing learned how to reproduce. And then it learned how to make something other than its kind. I mean, even though nobody's ever seen that, nobody's ever seen a dog produce a non-dog. Or you mentioned about, the fact that a wolf and a fox and a dog coming from a common ancestor of Noah's Ark in only 4,400 years. For heaven's sake, you believe they came from a rock. I mean, come on. I don't think my theory is that silly at all. So, my answer to your question is still the same. I believe in the beginning God. I do take that by faith. Here's the major difference that I don't think you're going to understand. I admit mine is a religion. They do not admit theirs is a religion. They want you to think what they believe is science, and all of you should pay for their religion to be taught in this university. And that's the situation we have today, and that's unfortunate. There have always been situations where the majority taught something. I mean, in the Soviet Union 15 years ago, if you stood up and said, hey kids, I don't believe in communism, I think capitalism is a better system, you would be in Siberia if you survived. And here in Emory University, if you stood up in your classroom and said, I don't believe this evolution theory is true, I think it's pretty obvious there must have been a designer to this system, you would be in intellectual Siberia. You would lose your job. It has happened to hundreds of teachers, just simply for standing up and say, look, I think the evidence is here, folks. There must have been a designer. If I asked you to explain how computers came to be, but you cannot use man as your answer, I only want a purely naturalistic explanation for the origin of computers. Purely naturalistic. The answer has to lie within the computer. How did these molecules get together? How did this data get together? How did these plastic molecules come together and the different silicone chips? How did it happen? Your answer has to lie in the computer. I've already eliminated the only obvious answer to the problem at the beginning by my definition. They're trying to eliminate the only logical answer to the question by their definition of science. They want to define science as things that we can observe and test and demonstrate in the natural world. Okay, well then that eliminates both evolution and creation. Both are unobserved. We don't see anything change. We don't see anything created from nothing. Here's the problem. Both creation and evolution are religious. I admit mine's a religion. They don't admit theirs is a religion. And all of us are paying for their religion to be taught in the school system. And I, for one, resent that. So my answer is still the same. God did it.
ב-1828 קנה מוזיאון לדן בהולנד את הפפירוס שמוכיח את מכות מצרים ואת יציאת מצרים. מספרו הקטלוגי במוזיאון הוא 344. הפפירוס מתאר, לפי מה שאנחנו רואים, את כל מכות מצרים, ומתחת לכל מכה, אם תשימו לב, רשמנו איזה שורה ואיזה עמוד זה, ופה אנחנו רואים באמת שיש עדות מבהילה ומדהימה לגבי 10 המכות. בדצמבר 1998 יצאו שני חוקרים, ביל פיירי ורון וייט, עם עוד 8 אנשים לחקור מיקום יציאת מצרים בקריית ים סוף, וכאן נמצא המקום הזה, לרשותם בתנ"ך עמדה נקודה מאוד מאוד חשובה, שבעצם הם צריכים לבדוק את התיאורים המקראיים, ולפי זה להגיע למקום שבו היה קריאת ים סוף. ובסופו של דבר הם הגיעו למקום שנקרא ואדי עתיר, והוואדי הזה, כמו אנחנו יודעים, יש בו מקום שהוא מוקף הרים, והוא, כמו שכתוב במקרא, שהיו ישראל נבוכים במדבר, ודבר נוסף, גם שיכול להכיל כמות של כמה מיליוני אנשים. וג' התנאי השלישי, צריך להיות חוף גדול, כדי להכיל את כולם. הוואדי היחידי שאנחנו רואים פה בתמונה, זה ואדי ותיר, שהוא באמת מתאים לתיאור המקראי. אנחנו נראה תכף שהם התחילו בצלילה באזורים שהם חשדו ששם זה היה קריאת ים סוף, ובואו נראה מה הם מגלים במקום.
For Dr. Moeller, it began in 1995 when he joined others to investigate the claims of the Exodus, looking for physical evidence on the bottom of the Red Sea. They were searching for chariot wheels encrusted in coral.
The hypothesis is that the biblical text from the book of Exodus is a true historical document. And this text contains clear clues concerning the route of Exodus, which has led us to this location at the Red Sea.
Egyptian army, overturning chariots, drowning all the horses and soldiers.
אנחנו רואים בסרטון הזה מצבה שהתגלתה במצרים, שמתארת ממש את סיפור קריאת ים סוף. בדצמבר 1998 יצאו שני חוקרים, ביל פיירי ורון וייט, ועוד 8 אנשים לחקור מיקום יציאת מצרים בקריאת ים סוף, והיכן נמצא המקום הזה. לרשותם בתנ"ך עמדה נקודה מאוד מאוד חשובה, שבעצם הם צריכים לבדוק את התיאורים המקראיים, ולפי זה להגיע למקום שבו היה קריאת ים סוף. ובסופו של דבר הם הגיעו למקום שנקרא ואדי עתיר, והוואדי הזה, כמו אנחנו יודעים, יש בו מקום שהוא מוקף הרים, והוא, כמו שכתוב במקרא, שהיו ישראל נבוכים במדבר, ודבר נוסף, גם שיכול להכיל כמות של כמה מיליוני אנשים. וג' התנאי השלישי, צריך להיות חוף גדול, כדי להכיל את כולם. הוואדי היחידי שאנחנו רואים פה בתמונה זה ואדי ותיר, שהוא באמת מתאים לתיאור המקראי.
The bondage of the Hebrews, Moses' upbringing in Pharaoh's palace, the 10 plagues of Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea, and the 10 commandments. The Bible remains the foundation of faith for 2/3 of the world's population. The modern age is also rediscovering it as a tool for understanding.
Let's put all the data together on the table, and then let's hash it out and see what the most likely scenario is. And let the viewer decide.
It was just exciting to see those divers with their films and showing the chariot wheels and the chariots down underneath the water. It was fantastic.
I thought I knew a lot about the subject, but I learned so much.
The facts, the scientific approach is riveting. This movie is going to rewrite the history books. It'll rewrite the conventional wisdom of what we think about how the Exodus occurred.